you know. Meet the man who has the solution before there's a disaster at your house to waterproof that mess. So hello and welcome to Paula Sands Live today. Great to have you along. You're a one-stop shop for all things local. And I would say a very big part of our springtime weather so far has been severe storms. We all know that. Lots of heavy rain. And that's always a concern when it comes to your basement. It's a nightmare, right? If you've ever had water in your basement, that's exactly the stuff that Adam Ellis likes to fix in his business, which is Ace Waterproofing and Basement Solutions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got to get tired of those calls that you get, right, Adam?
Oh yeah, it's never ending this time of year, but that's a good thing. We love it.
It's a good thing because you fix it for people, and that can really change a life, improve a life, right?
Oh, it does. You know, your foundation, your home is one of the biggest investments most people will make in their life. So the foundation is the structure, you know, it's holding up the entire structure. It's something that you can't neglect. We're here if you ever have any issues with it to come in and take care of. And there's a lot of proactive things you can do before having to call somebody like us.
That's good to know. I'm sure a lot of people are having trouble right now when it comes to that. Well, let's speak about you mentioned the proactive, the stuff you can do ahead of time before you're going to have an issue. Talk about that.
So I'll tell you, one of the biggest things we run into that ends up causing people to get water in their basements are plugged or disconnected downspouts and gutters. So one of the first things you always want to do if you have water coming into the basement is go out into that specific area and see what you see. You might find a downspout had been blown off from the wind. You could find water puddling. You could look up and see plenty of leaves plugging the gutters, and they're coming right over. So that's one of the biggest things. Otherwise, you're looking for other things like pooling water in your yard. If you see water running back towards your house, it means you've got a negative slope towards it. It could be from sinking concrete. It could be from dirt that had settled. A lot of these are certain things homeowners can take care of themselves as far as adding dirt, checking on your downspouts, cleaning your downspouts first, see how that goes before you were to call somebody like us and come in.
So a time of year like this when we're getting such a heavy rain and the ground is so saturated, is that when you start to see the problems with the walls?
Absolutely. So that is another issue water causes, is hydrostatic pressure. We have clay soil here in the Quad Cities primarily. When clay soil gets wet, it expands. So it's like a sponge. It takes on so much water, it expands, it starts to push against your foundation walls, and it can cause all kinds of issues and wreak havoc. So dewatering systems or waterproofing systems are one of the best things you can do proactively to protect your basement walls. It can relieve a lot of that hydrostatic pressure that can cause structural issues down the road.
And this is the thing that, you know, a lot of people now are do-it-yourselfers, but you can't really do this on your own, can you?
If you want to spend a small fortune in renting tools and, you know, hopefully find enough people willing to come in and help you do the work. So it's not real fun work, you can, but alternatively, if you call us, you don't have to worry about a thing. You get a lifetime guarantee behind most of our systems, and we can give you total peace of mind.
Well, you know what? The peace of mind, that's the thing. Because whenever you have water in your home where it's not supposed to be, it's the scariest thing there is.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I bet you talk to a lot of people who are very panicked about it, and they want you to come out ASAP. Do they have to wait sometimes? Do you have a wait list?
For us, we aren't doing any immediate, any emergency calls yet.
No emergency, okay,
no
right
emergency,
now.
but yet we can come out in a very timely manner, assess it, and typically get you in get the repair done in a timely manner if all works out as well.
How the heck did you get into this? I know you're really into it.
I've been working construction and in the trade since I was probably 16 years old, so going on 17 years of it now.
Yeah.
I really couldn't tell you exactly what drew me to this in particular, but I love it. There's something about it.
It's a great specialty for here.
It
I mean,
is.
you know, I was just telling you that I was wintering in Arizona where they don't have basements.
Nope.
There's not. I mean, you're on your ground floor, slab floor, and that's it. So there's an extra worry at living, I think, in this part of the country with the basements. And you know, even year round. I mean, this can happen at any time. Do you find it in the winter, in the middle of the summer?
Structural issues can be really common in the winter if there is moisture trapped in the ground that you get we call frost heaves, where that ground freezes like an ice cube, it expands and shoves your foundation wall in. So dewatering systems, again, or waterproofing systems can help alleviate that issue, because instead of that water being trapped right by your foundation and the frozen soil, it'll go elsewhere beforehand.
Right. So there's not a season where this is not an issue.
Nope. It can be an issue all year long depending on weather. Typically in the winter it's not. But you know, winter can be one of the best times to take care of it. We can do most of these systems all year long,
Okay.
and we typically work some deals in the winter to keep our guys working.
Before there's a problem. I mean,
Yes,
you know,
yep.
it's hard for some of us to remember to do that.
It is.
We're very reactive, I think, sometimes when something happens. But so this is Adam joining us from ACE. So we're going to look at the info and encourage you. We're talking about supporting local this week. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, always support and shop local,
Yeah.
right?
Yep,
As much as you can. So there's the info. There's a website and a phone number as well. And Adam, you're ready to save the day for many, many people.
Absolutely. Thank you again for having me,
Good seeing you.
Paula.
When we come back today, time